welcome everyone to another trailer to film. Here in this review, I take 3 scenes from the trailer and I talk about it. That's it. And here we're going to be talking about Shazam! I would do some sort of skit to go along with this to be funny, but it's been a long day. What a wasted opportunity. So, Shazam stars Zachary Levi, Ashleigh Burnell, Grazer, and Djimon Hounsou. And it is about a teenage boy, Billy Batson, who has been granted powers by a wizard to turn into an adult superhero just by saying the word Shazam! Still nothing. So I'm going to stick with the first trailer because I found it so much funnier than the second, and I would have to say they did a really good job only giving us 2 trailers rather than the typical 3. But my God, the first trailer was just... it was perfect. Dear God, did so many scenes stand out to me. If I had to pick 3, and starting with the first one, it would have to be this one.
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
Okay, so as soon as Zachary Levi shows up on screen, the film amplifies everything about 10%. A good 10% in this film. Things get funnier, and genuinely so. The dynamic between Levi and Jack Dylan Grazer is so awesome that I gotta say, Jack Dylan is going for 2 for 2 in my book, and he's probably one of my favorite up and rising stars. And I seriously find it funny that he plays Freddy in this movie and Eddie in it. But once the adult version of Shazam is introduced and he reveals it to Freddy, the scene that I pointed out, everything felt in the moment, raw and unfiltered for both characters, that I wish the movie just kind of continued on for the rest of that night because it just felt so genuine to me. So we are going to do a little something different here. I know I said 3 scenes and that'll stay true, but this second scene that I'm picking out has a couple of them that I think just... I can't help it. There's just so much to comment on. And it's... they're actually quite progressive to the story. So this is what I'll call the lightning round of scenes. Quick comments, and we move forward. First...
to the PM, PM to the AM. You have super strength!
All these scenes play out with a Queen song, and it was totally fun. But a small Easter egg detail for you, this scene...
I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
And...
you okay? Why are you talking?
Are 2 separate scenes of the same test sessions. Just kind of... well, yeah, I kind of just felt like sharing unwanted and unnecessary details. Look, I can't Shazam my way out of this awkward moment.
Oh.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged. The hell?
This scene cracked me up just in the trailer alone and stayed funny in the film. And of course the best part is this scene that they just didn't have some sort of setup and execution. These jokes are literally progressive to the story as well as that moment that something is funny. Lastly,
You're dead.
this scene was the highlight for me. So much more was added to it that I was pleasantly surprised, and I was cracking up all the way. Even when the scene leads out of the food mart, it was just comedy gold for me. Okay, so that ends my lightning round, though no lightning was used in the middle of this review, and no more than was it fast, because I'm an awkward son of a... Anyway, here we go to the third and last scene, because the lightning round counts as my second.
You're like a bad guy, right?
So yeah, the villain was pretty good. I think just enough treatment to understand his plight is followable and easy to understand. A grudge can go a long way and be hurtful to those who are asked to have true power and then told you are not good enough. And I think at the heart of this story, it shows the ramifications of how true power is bestowed upon people in the right and wrong hands, and it could have some serious consequences. The villain's character I actually related to in some degree, because when you are given an opportunity to do something great and it just gets ripped away from you, all that opportunity is just now suddenly lost with no chance of a reprisal or redemption, and that can really take a heavy toll. Now, naturally, Sivana was prompted to the dark forces, but when you see the film, you'll see how Thaddeus was prompted by both good and bad, but barely had much of a choice because it was ripped away from him. And it had a lot to do with the family dynamic and the environment, which was another element I felt was really well done. This film takes the time to establish a villain that makes sense within the hero's journey, and it represents to our hero that there's an opposite side to the good, putting it simply. And that is where the elements in this film really shine, especially when it comes to the family dynamic. It can be good as well as bad due to the environment of someone so young and impressionable. It's why I push myself to be there for others, because it could take a really bad day for someone to and have no one be there to fall into resentment. But I'm no hero. It's just the fact that this movie has some layers to it and has a very inspiring message that I was pleasantly surprised that this film reached its emotional core in a very effective way. And it inspired me. It makes me want to still be there for people. And for that, I loved Shazam. And I would buy it on Blu-ray, because all the DC films are bought on Blu-ray for me. Sort of a tradition. Yes, even BVS. Alright, so, Shazam! What did you think of it? I'd love to talk with you about it if you've got a second. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Be kind, be reasonable, and let's talk. Wait a sec. Whoa! This is so impractical. I'm indoors! Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new here, I do movie and TV show reviews. Check those out if you are interested. If you like what I do here and you have already subscribed or want to, turn on those notifications. Follow me on Twitter for all those updates and thoughts on random matters, or just quick, I did a thing. And check out the description box for more. And I hope you all have a fantastic and wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and